Listen up, folks, this is explosive news. The deputy director is furious and Old Yung now realizes the seriousness. The follow-up from this screw-up is way worse than failing to catch the killer. Old Yung's heart races as he quickly calls Kuji. He's anxious, urging Kuji to send men to jail to deal with Dongshi just to be safe. But Kuji is sharp as attack and wreck as the coal. His men get into trouble that very night and end up locked up. Brother Ma is as flustered as a chicken amidst a crowd of churchgoers in a confined space, hastily rushing to report the tragic news. Old Yung breathes a sigh of relief but then feels heavy as a ton of bricks when he sees Dongshi's strange posture. This isn't a suicide. With Dongshi dead, his plans are in ruins, and he's angrier than a lion with a thorn in its paw. Panicking like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs, Dong Yang realizes he's caught in Kuji and Old Yung. He knows he can't stay out, otherwise Kuji might take him out. So he quietly investigates Old Yung's tangled web of connections. He uncovers Old Yung's brother-in-law's bribery golden news. He's beaming like a kid with a treasure. But Old Yung isn't easy prey. He quickly digs up some of Zhu Yang's dirty laundry to fight back. Zhu Yang's riding high thanks to his powerful father-in-law, but if his marriage goes south, so does his future. But this side chick can't really pin Zhu Yang down, considering the high-stakes secrets involved. The whistleblower would be in big trouble. Old Yung knows when to hold back, takes off his uniform, and apologizes, looking like an innocent little bird. Zhu Yang raises his hand, sparing them, while Old Yung secretly rejoices. He figures that keeping it going would only drag him down, so letting them go it is. Tired Old Yung watches his sister complain non-stop, feeling like the whole family is suffering because of his job. Gazing at his sister's back as she walks away, he's left in a fog, questioning what he's really protected and what he's lost. But once you start, there's no turning back. This is what really has him in a twist. After the Dongshi incident wraps up, his wife comes to claim the body of a disabled woman clueless about grief, and a daughter who doesn't grasp loss. Old Yung feels a lump in his throat and is filled with gratitude, quickly pulling out a couple of bills from his pocket, gently handing them to Brother Muskhead, repeatedly saying, "Thank you so much." Recently, Old Yung's mind is always wandering, like a balloon floating away. His emotions are all over the place. After years of brotherhood, Brother Ma senses trouble with Old Yung but says nothing, just quietly follows him. He ends up discovering Old Yung is tight with Kuji now. That's a shocking case of official business collusion. Kuji wants Old Yung to help check on the quality of his building. Of course, Old Yung is more than willing. But Old Yung knows in his heart that Kuji is like a suction cup tightening the more you rise. He has to think of a way to shake off this relationship quickly. Coming down from the rooftop, Old Yung gets an idea as Kuji enters the elevator. The elevator stops at the 23rd floor. Kuji hastily presses the down button, but it doesn't budge. This elevator plunges when it hears curses. Kuji is scared stiff, gripping the handle tightly. But tragedy was bound to strike. Kuji plummeted. At that moment, Old Yung breathes easy, realizing it was Kuji's right-hand man's doing. By befriending the right-hand man beforehand, he cleverly swapped allies at the critical moment. To be honest, little sis, you are really amazing. This whole thing is super complicated. It's like a wild drum unfolding. Not to mention those upper-level connections. It's like a mess in the middle of a war zone. In dire straits, someone has to back the brothers. Old Yung dodges but couldn't escape a knife. Who would have thought he'd fire 3 shots in anger, knocking the right-hand man flat. But in a twist of fate, the bullet hits Brother Ma, dealing Old Yung a heavy blow. The shot was too accurate. Brother Ma falls immediately, and what a tragic ending it is. But Old Yung quickly regains his composure, thinking, you can't bring the dead back to life, so let's protect the brother at least. He takes another shot to finish off the right-hand man, then slyly shifts Brother Ma's body to create the illusion of a struggle. To make it all look convincing, Old Yung even wipes off the blood from the knife. He's quite the detail-oriented guy. Who knows if the recently departed feel anything, but from this side of the screen, it's heart-wrenching. To avoid suspicion, Old Yung proactively investigates the case, spinning it as his Brother Ma's heroic fight against it. He opts to close the case as a private feud between Brother Ma and the gang to minimize fallout. Very careful indeed. Consequently, Brother gets a bad rap with no honors or compensation, and a funeral is discreet as a secret operation. Brothers feel heavy-hearted witnessing the sorrowful widow and orphan, but meanwhile, Old Ewing is at an awards ceremony. Watching Old Ewing with his trophy, the deputy director finally releases a sigh of relief. But before he can celebrate, he receives a report from the forensic lab. Clearly, there's more to come.